Group number 8, I'm Kelly Rocha. My group members are Geni, Maria, Meza, and Christian Ardon. According to the Centers of Disease and Control Prevention website, a statistical study was done by Cynthia Ardon and her team, and it was published in January 2012. It has shown that in the years 2009-2010, over 78 million U.S. adults and about 12.5 million U.S. children and adolescents were obese. In order for our nation to become healthier as a society, as a whole, we need to attack sugary drinks. Why is that? Sugary drinks are cheaper than drinks that are healthier for us to consume. This is not healthy for our country. The consumer will buy the cheaper products. So we need to tax the sugary drinks and make them cost more than the healthier drinks, and it will lead to the consumers buying drinks will help America become a healthier society and lessen the consumption of sugary drinks by taxing it 1 cent per ounce. First, sugary drinks are a major source of the extra calories that lead into obesity in America. Second, companies of these sugary drinks do not care about the health of their consumers. Consumers should pay more attention to what they put in their bodies. Third, as a country, we should tax the sugary drinks and lessen the consumption of the drinks.
This is Christian Ardon, and I will be explaining the ill. The problem that is going on in much of America today is that the obesity rate among Americans is increasing at an alarming rate today. And according to an article written by Alice Park on Time.com, Alice Park states that studies show that sugared beverages are a major source of extra calories that can contribute to weight gain. And with weight gain comes an increased possibility of developing obesity. But part of this problem lies with the food industry. The food industries can be very greedy, and the food industry's main product is food. And the more food they sell, the more money they make. This is where the problem lays. This is why, according to Rene Jacques from the Huffington Post, he states that companies spend billions of dollars on marketing their products and conducting scientific studies to figure out how to engineer their food to keep you eating. And if this is true, that eating excess food increases the possibility of developing obesity, then it is also true that the food companies do indeed have a role to play in the increased rate of obesity among Americans today. And to sum it up very well, Dan Charles from NPR.org writes an article, and then he speaks about the issue of obesity and food industry, and he states that solving it conflicts directly with the industry's most basic imperative, to sell more food. This means that in order to improve the obesity rate among Americans today, the food companies will have to sacrifice a bit on their part and sell less food. But selling less food would mean they would have to make less money, which we all know that the food companies would never do that.
After I've learned about the ill, I will begin to explain to you about the blame. Companies that make sugary drinks such as soda don't care whether their product is healthy or not. They mainly care to make the product taste good enough for people to buy it. The more money that comes in, the less they will care over the health of its consumers. These companies know that people will always buy what's cheaper. Therefore, they set their products at a reasonable price so that consumers will choose their product over a slightly more expensive, healthier drink. People as consumers are also to blame. They should consider the damage that drinking soda may cause in the long run. People as consumers should have a sense of self-discipline over choosing what is healthy and what is not. It takes common sense to know that there are alternatives to drinking soda. For example, purified or tap water. Healthy drinks cost more than soda. It is obvious that consumers will buy whatever is cheaper. If the price for healthy drinks is decreased, then people will most likely consider choosing that healthy drink over soda. Now, we all know that LA is a big city. People are busy all the time with work or school, but they're always on the go. People are always looking to save money as well. It is obvious that people will consider buying a soda from time to time because 1, it's inexpensive, and 2, it's available anywhere. Introducing the soda tax will decrease consumption and therefore leaning consumers into making a healthier choice when they are on the go. Alice Park, a writer from Time.com, published an article on May 21, 2012, stating that, and I quote, Beverage makers are critical of this proposal because soda is not driving the obesity rates. The Coca-Cola Company defended its products, noting that their beverages contain calorie information. We are transparent with our consumers. They can see exactly how many calories are in every beverage we serve. Consumers expect and deserve better than this, because they can make their own choices about the beverages they purchase, end quote. Which in part is true, although when these companies choose to introduce bigger cups for example the big cup from 7-Eleven, or introduce bigger sized sugary drink containers for a lower price, consumers will not pay attention to the calorie information. They will think that they are getting more for what they paid for. So just because companies put in calorie information on their products does not make it okay, because the bigger problem still exists. You have learned about who's to blame, and now we move on to explain to you about the cure.
Now that you have learned about the blame, I will go on and talk about the cure. Limiting the amount of sugary drinks that consumers drink is difficult. With these sugary drinks costing less than a bottle of water, it might seem financially logical to buy them. One way to lessen the consumption of sugary drinks is to tax the drink. Kellen Connor, a web producer from KTLA, had published an article on April 25, 2013, stating that the law would tax sugary drinks such as sodas, energy drinks, and sweet teas 1 cent per fluid ounce. Not only will this lessen the consumption of sugary drinks, but it will make people think twice about what they are putting in their body. New York City has already implemented a soda ban on their residents, but unlike the suggested policy of taxing California, the mayor of New York City has taken it to another level. According to Alice Park, a writer from Time.com states that Mayor Bloomberg's soda ban would apply to food service establishments. Retailers would have to stop supplying the 20-ounce drink to their customers, and restaurants were not allowed to give their customers more than a 16-ounce cup of fountain drinks. This ban isn't expected to completely take out sugary drinks in people's lives, but to have them more health conscious and drink less than what they may be drinking now. According to an article, California lawmakers consider soda tax by Kellen Connor on April 24, 2013. She states that 68% of the voters said they would be in favor of soda tax if the money paid for schools, nutrition, and physical education programs. Soda machines are already banned at school, so why not limit consumption outside of school, like home, restaurants, and stores? Soda tax may seem like a long stretch, but if implemented, it can work. Soda is harmful to our health, and because it is the #1 leading cause in obesity, it should be treated like tobacco. Since proven before that tobacco is detrimental to our health, there was a tax implemented to them, and since then, smchealth.org stated that Americans smoke half the rate they once did. So from this example, the soda tax would change people's mind about sugary drinks.
Reducing sugary drinks sizes and taxing them will help America become a healthier society. Since sugary drinks are a main cause of obesity in America, it will be in the country's best interest if we tax the sugary drinks and reduce the sizes. By doing this, we will start to change America for the better and keep our country healthy. We as a society should stay away from fatty drinks, and we'll all be healthier.